What's up, guys? Killboy here, and I'm with my friend John Denton, quasi-regular
Piggly Wiggly fan.
Piggly Wiggly fan, as you can see. So he's here with his fairly new ride. He's got a few really cool toys that he plays around with, Fiat 500 Abarth, and you had a couple Ferraris before. And do you still have those?
Right. I sold those to get this modern dual clutch.
So what did you have before the two Ferraris you had?
I had the V12 550, the Maranello, and then I bought the 308 GT4, which was the pre-runner with the 308 that we all know from Magnum.
Yeah,
Had the little Ford, had the little back seat in it.
Yeah. Really iconic car.
Yeah.
So now, what are we looking at here?
Well, what you got right here is the last normally aspirated V8 Ferrari put in. This won a world record for having the most liters per pound torque of...
You know, this car is the car that stole the record from that car. That had the record for a decade. From 2000 to 2010, most horsepower per liter normally aspirated, okay, is 120 per liter. Okay. And then this car came out and it's like 125 per liter, and it took the record from the Honda S2000.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, so we're sitting here with both the cars that had.
That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat.
So now, is this a standard, you know, I know they make the special edition, Speciale.
This is just the Italian. Basically, the thing is, I mean, after this model, they went to the twin turbocharged. So this one revs at 9,000 RPMs, which is insane.
Yeah,
I mean,
for a V8.
It's very addicting to hear.
It's got the flat plane crank, I believe, so it has a really odd firing pattern. Yeah, as you can see, I've got my camera set up. We're going to do a little nice Michael Schumacher signature there.
This is the last car that Schumacher really helped design.
Okay, yeah.
He did a lot of design.
So the last car that Schumacher really helped design. Now I like the, this is John for you. You got the crazy floor mats with the pink zebra stripe.
Yeah, straight out of Neiman Marcus. $12,000 a set, I'm thinking. But the guy that owned this is 2012. He did put in the $7,000 racing seats, which everybody wants. It's got $10,000 worth of carbon fiber.
Oh yeah.
It's got the LED in the steering wheel.
Oh yeah, right here. You'll be able to see that.
Racing at Monaco. And then let me show you this right here. This right here says, "We're not going to hurt you. You'll be safe." This says, "We're going to dent your car," and this one says, "We will kill you." So it's got three settings.
Don't cry to us when you switch to this mode.
Yeah, really. All warranty goes away.
Pretty much Michael Schumacher mode right there.
Schumacher up there. And,
oh yeah, with the what do they call it? The Manatini? Manatino switch.
Yeah. So it's intimidating.
And then we have shock settings, headlight settings, and then the paddles. Do they stay? Yeah, they're stationary.
Yeah, big paddles.
Yeah.
Easy to grab. And the dual clutch, so that means you've always got a gear ready to
go. Yeah, similar to what the BMWs and GTRs are doing.
That's pretty smooth. And then the maintenance on this thing is $1,000 a year versus the V12 is running about $10,000 a year. So this thing's like driving a Camry.
Nice, yeah. Until you have to change the brakes. Now I heard that the carbon brake set to get these replaced, basically.
If you crack them,
or if they wear down after a couple of years, it's about 20 grand, 30 grand.
About 20,000.
Yeah, because they have carbon rotors and then carbon pads, and they all wear about the same rate, and they last a long time, and they work better the hotter they get. But when it comes time to replace the pads, you pretty much have to do the rotors too, because they all wear at the same rate. And yeah, the rotors and the pads all being, I mean, these rotors take like months to make each one.
Yeah, it's a big deal if they go out.
Yeah.
You know, and people can crack them if they track the car too much. You can actually crack the dumb things.
Oh wow.
So
you can't overheat them, I guess. Yeah.
But the biggest reason I got this was because I wanted to try the maintenance. I wanted to try the new technology. I wanted to have a car that had good air conditioning, like the V12. If it got too hot on the Dragon, you couldn't put gas in the tank. You'd have to let it set for 2 hours before you could put gas into it. So now this car, it's just like I say, it's like driving a Camry.
Yeah, more polished and more.
But also it takes away some of the fun. Some of the just rawness is gone.
Yeah. They're trying to cater to whatever market seems to be most interested in their cars, and there's people that don't want to have to fiddle with a bunch of, you know, hassle race car type problems. So they want something more domesticated.
Yeah, something. I think this is really the first reliable, low maintenance Ferrari they ever came out with. I mean, they just knocked it out of the ballpark when they did this one.
Yeah, and by keeping it naturally aspirated, you get away from the problems that come with, you know, boosted and of course, when it's factory boosted, I'm sure it's pretty reliable.
Right, right.
But yeah, you got the motor under glass there, and it's just a 2-seater.
And I do like those triple pipes.
Yeah, that's sweet. Makes me think back to there was an F40 Le Mans replica race car up here one time, and he had the twin turbos, and then you know, all the exhaust came out the 2 pipes, and then the center pipe was the wastegate for when the turbos needed to dump whenever they reached boost, you know. So the center pipe was just a wastegate pipe. It was pretty wild. Well, all right, let's take this thing for a spin up the road. Not a spin, hopefully. We're on, and yeah, and for the record here, we are on these all-season Michelin snow tires practically. So I don't know if it comes in there. Yeah, they have the little bitty grooves all the way across them. So these are definitely not. Yeah, if we run into snow, and I'm not talking about the Trooper, then we'll be doing really well.
I'd rather hit the climate snow than Trooper snow.
Okay.
You know how to handle these hot rods, I'm assuming.
No, I never.
Okay, so
hang on. First of all, let me adjust this.
It's all
this
manual.
seat.
There's absolutely nothing.
Keeps the weight
mechanical.
down.
Yeah.
Am I hitting anything back there?
Maybe just your $40,000 camera.
No, it feels like it's hitting
there
something.
it is. Okay, what about now? Maybe as far back as it goes, Daryl.
Long-legged ass that I am. Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Is that good?
Yeah. Okay, so.
All right, so all we do is we buckle up first, because that thing has a beep that will kill your ear like 1,200 decibels if you don't just buckle up. So all you do is turn it like this. Of course, it doesn't turn on. Just put your foot on the brake, hit that big red do not touch button. There you go.
Tone down the AC a little bit there.
Okay.
Always obey traffic laws, people.
Don't monkey around is what it's saying. No horseplay.
So to roll the windows down is in the middle here.
Alright. And right here is your automatic, and now here's your reverse.
Okay. Yeah. So this is your shifting for the transmission, basically.
So if you want to go, that's for power launch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to call it PS.
We'll do some.
But yeah, so that's a hard launch system.
Yeah.
Cool. Very
individual.
minimal, practical, not a lot of fluff and weight, basically. You can see this carbon fiber everywhere.
It's got a radio, but as far as I know, that's all it is. I have no idea where the radio is or what it does.
Really? So this is the volume? And wow, so there's no like radio, well maybe it puts a radio display on there.
Yeah, some sort of thing there. And of course this over here in race mode tells you how, if your tires are up to temp, they turn green. Everything turns green when you're ready to go. It's got the engine, it's got a little map of everything you want to do right there.
Wow.
And then you can toggle through all your temperatures, all sorts of...
all the information on
it.
them.
It's just like a little computer.
And I see you've got your radar jammer, laser jammer set up over here.
Somebody does jammer there, which is totally illegal everywhere.
I don't know. No, I think it's allowed in Georgia.
Yeah, I think just in Tennessee and North
Carolina. Virginia's pretty picky about that stuff.
Look over here, pit speed. You see the pit speed?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's your cruise control, but it's called pit speed.
So this is cruise control, but they labeled it pit speed.
Pit speed.
Very cute.
Come into town at 130.
All right, so we'll roll down towards Poco Lodge. So I assume we just pull this.
Fill that first.
And that puts it into first, and it's in auto.
Yeah. So all you do is just drive it like you would a Cadillac.
Nice. All right, let's cruise on down here. No e-brake to release or anything like that, right?
No, it's all, as long once you put the brake, once you hit the gas, the brake is off.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of neat.
Hey, I could feel it. Sort of holding back, just like a automatic torque converter type car.
But this is more fun. Let's take it out of auto. This gives you
paddle shifting. Yeah. And keeping in mind we have snow tires on here, I'm not going to be doing any crazy. It already feels like it's revving to high heaven.
Go ahead and take it up to where the lights light up.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty slick. Very addictive.
Yeah, it's got a nice back verbal.
Yeah.
You let off the brake, let off the gas. Throttle on the off the pedal, it immediately starts to decel.
You basically push the inside of your shoe with your toe, and it reacts.
Yeah.
You really don't have to use your shoe to push it.
Yeah, it feels almost like it's regenerative braking or something, but it doesn't have that. But as soon as you let off the gas pedal, it starts really decelerating.
This is the first time I've ever ridden in it.
Right.
So it's kind of fun to see how it rides and what it does.
Got just a little bit of understeer there off the throttle, which is
Yeah.
good. You don't want it to be putting you in the trees when you let off the gas in a turn. Yeah, it really, you can really feel it sort of open up when it gets up around the very high end.
Yeah, it begs you, unfortunately, to keep going.
Yeah.
It wants you to keep accelerating. Yeah, it's like, why quit now? It's like, give me more.
Yeah, and you can feel it almost like it does a cam change.
Yeah.
So have you even listened to the radio in it yet?
No, I don't even know if it works.
It's got such a good soundtrack, it doesn't need it.
I know, it's like, I don't want to hear anything.
Thank you.
There we go.
Find that horn.
You'll find it about the third curve up.
Yeah, I tried and still didn't get it.
I never get it.
Yeah, there's a big space there for your thumb, but the horn is like down near the joint.
Yeah.
Which, I guess that was a problem with some of the early Lotuses. I'm not sure about the current generation Lotuses, but the horn button was right under where your thumb. And so people at like racetracks and autocrosses would get like caught up, and then you'd hear beep, 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 and they were hitting the freaking horn while they recovered. You know? So I guess Ferrari didn't want that embarrassment for their owners, so they made it somewhat difficult to accidentally press the horn.
That's a good one. Yeah, you're like fighting the car, and all of a sudden you're blowing the horn.
Yeah.
That's really got to help your nerve.
I found out by shooting an autocross that one was doing that, and I was like, why is he blowing the horn when he's like mid-turn? And they explained it. Oh, yeah, that's good. Now, these are our double apexes here. There's 3 of them. Man, those carbon brakes, they really don't want to stop at first.
Yeah.
So yeah, double apex here, and then a long, continuous turn.
Wow, it's smooth right there.
Another double apex, so you turn in early, you run out wide, come back in, catch that second apex, and then long, continuous radius that rolls off camber. See that?
Yeah, it does, right?
So
Yeah.
it seems tighter, and it's kind of a double apex here. And now we got the last shade tree. This is double apex. Aim for that reflector.
Right, right. Nice.
Right here. Little bump. Right there. Right there. Now you got decreasing radius. So you're coming too kind of fast. Now the tightest turn on the dragon is right here. Especially when you're on the inside like this. Look at my arms.
Yeah, wow. That's insane.
Almost touching. Now we got the downhill. This is where you'll heat the brakes up. So this is all downhill to Parsons Branch, you know, the one-way road that's closed right now. So this is where people overheat their brakes. That won't be a problem in this car.
No.
In fact, it'll probably just keep getting better.
Oh, yeah, they will.
We call this the bowl turn because it feels like you're going around the outside of a bowl.
Yeah.
Right there.
Nice,
And
yeah.
there's one more right here. And that throws people off. They'll be going into this too close to the inside, you know, make them wreck. So, these are the fast S's.
Felt good.
So in conclusion, it was a really fun drive. The car's obviously designed for a faster road than the Dragon, but it did very well considering it was on snow tires.
The steering response is awesome. The throttle being a little bit too twitchy, especially on deceleration, made it a little hard to drive smooth, and didn't make a lot of power down low. It's kind of like the S2000. It had to really rev up and get up into high RPMs to make power. The brakes never really came on. They felt like they never got warm, but I don't know how you can get them much warmer than what we were doing down through there. Never had to bite like a race pad on an iron rotor does. Really fun drive though, and thanks to John for letting me beat on his Ferrari out there a little bit. If you guys have any candidate cars you want me to check out on a future episode, just hit me up on the website, killboy.com, or the Facebook pages. And yeah, until next time, take care of each other out there, check your oil, and we'll see you soon.
Oh man, the coolest day of my life. That was, oh man.